If you have been working at your current company for a few years and have always had a good rapport with your boss, you're probably confident in your job security. Until one day, the air in the office changes. Have you ever felt like something was off at work, like you were slowly being pushed to the sidelines? This is what I'm going to talk about today and explain exactly what's happening. There are many things going through your mind, but no, you're not crazy and you're not imagining things, and no, you're not overreacting. What's happening is a real strategic tactic used by companies all over the world, and it's called managing people out. This is what they do when they don't want to fire you, because firing you costs money. It forces them to deal with paperwork, legal risk. Instead, they slowly push you out, so you quit on your own. They make you feel invisible. They make you question yourself. They make your work life so unbearable that leaving feels like your only option. And the worst part, it happens quietly. No one says it out loud, no one warns you. But today, I'm going to share with you some warning signs. I'm going to walk you through 6 major red flags that mean you're being quietly pushed out of your job. Most importantly, I'm going to tell you what to do about it so that you don't fall into this trap. Welcome to the Change is Possible podcast. I'm your host, Ani Filipova. And if you like this video, please click subscribe and don't miss any of our episodes. So let's start on the topic. Why companies push people out? Before we dive into the warning signs, let's talk about why this happens in the first place. Some managers avoid complex processes. They don't want to deal with documentation, performance plans, or HR red tape. They don't want the hassle or formal warnings or termination procedures. Managing someone out is easier. Less paperwork, less conflict, less accountability. Companies don't want scandal. They don't want to fire you because it could get messy. They don't want to risk lawsuits or bad press or employees talking about their termination online. So instead, they create fiction. They chip away at your confidence. They cut off your opportunities. They isolate you, exclude you, and slowly make you feel like an outsider. And one day, you wake up and think, why am I even here? That's when they win. Because when you make the choice to leave, they don't have to take responsibility. So if you're watching this and thinking, wait, this sounds familiar, keep watching. Because I'm about to tell you exactly how to spot it before it's too late. The 6 red flags. Red flag number 1, your workload changes. Suddenly, the projects that used to excite you are gone. You're either drowning in meaningless, busy work, or worse, you're being left with nothing at all. Decisions are being made without you, your expertise doesn't seem to matter anymore, and slowly your role starts to shrink until you feel like a ghost in your own office. This is intentional. They want you to feel like you don't belong. What do? You start documenting everything. If projects are being taken away, keep track of when and why. If your role is being minimized, ask directly, why is my role changing? What is my new job description? What are my new goals? And how does my position contribute to the team's goals? So watch their response. If they dodge the questions or delay answers or avoid giving clear expectations altogether, that will only confirm the red flag. Red flag number 2, you're being left out of the loop. You notice that people stop copying you on emails. Meetings you used to be part of, you don't get involved anymore. You're finding out about major decisions after the fact, like the last person to be told what's happening. You feel like everyone knows something you don't, and that's because they do. So what do? First of all, don't stay silent. Ask directly. I noticed I wasn't included in this meeting. Was that an oversight? Or you can ask, these decisions were my responsibilities before, but now it seems I'm excluded. Why is that? Their reaction will tell you everything you need to know. Even if it was just an oversight, isn't it better that you asked and got it sorted? Exactly. Never stay silent. You can ask any question. Respectfully, of course. In fact, it's your responsibility to ask. The job was assigned to you, and if you don't do it, the consequences fall on you, no matter who misled you. And again, have everything in writing. Who did you meet, what you asked, and what they answered. Red flag number 3. Surprise negative feedback. Imagine for years you've been a strong performer, and then out of nowhere, your manager starts picking apart your work. The feedback is vague, it's inconsistent, it's no longer about your performance, it's about creating a record to justify getting rid of you. This is paperwork for HR. It is a setup. What do? Push for clarity. Ask for specific examples and measurable expectations. For instance, can you clarify what needs to be improved? What does success look like? What's changed? Vague answers will confirm the red flag. Again, I'm repeating myself, but document everything. Keep a record of feedback, questions, and responses. If the pattern continues, you have proof that the criticism is inconsistent or unfair. Red flag 4. There are no more growth opportunities. You started noticing that promotions, raises, or new projects are not coming your way, even if you raise your hand and say that you want to do it. You might hear things like, oh, it's just not the right time now. Or worse, they avoid the conversation entirely. One of the reasons that they're not investing in you because they don't see you in their future. So why invest? What do you do in this case? You have to speak to your manager directly. Why am I not on the promotion list? Why am I being left out of new projects? Then ask, what do I need to do to grow here? A good manager will have a clear answer. If they dodge the question or give you a generic excuse, take the hint. It's time to start planning your next move. Red flag number 5. You being micromanaged. Suddenly, every single thing you do is being scrutinized. Your boss is watching you every move, checking in constantly, questioning things that never used to be questioned before. They're hoping you get so frustrated that you will leave just to escape that. So what do? First of all, stay professional. Don't react emotionally. Keep records of their unreasonable demands. Ask questions. Again, is there something specific you'd like me to change? This puts them on the spot to clarify their sudden scrutiny. If things escalate, you can always take it to HR. But don't do it alone. Have an ally, a mentor who can guide you, back you up, and help you navigate the next steps. Red flag number 6. Unreasonable demands and deadlines. And then the deadlines start to spiral out of control. Suddenly, you're expected to complete massive projects, things that should take 2 weeks crammed into a day or 2. Last-minute requests, they come in late in the day, but somehow they still expect them done by morning. You're put into urgent tasks that have nothing to do with your role, with no warning and no support. You barely wrap up one crisis before another lands on your plate. At first, it feels like a rough patch. But then you realize it's not random. It's a pattern, and it's deliberate. And no matter how hard you work, the target keeps moving. This isn't about improving performance. This is designed to make you fail. What can you do in this situation? The only thing you can do is push back. If a request is unrealistic, you say so. You can say, this timeline isn't feasible. What can we adjust? If they insist, Ask them to prioritize. I can do A or B, but not both together by tomorrow. Which is more urgent? Again, keep a record of excessive demands, last-minute requests, and any conversations where you raised concerns. If things escalate, proof will be your best defense. So what do you do next? If you recognize any of these signs, you have a choice. So option 1, the easiest option, you can wait and see what happens. But honestly, trust me, this will not get better. Or you can start taking control. I mentioned some of the actions you can take, and let me summarize. So the first and most important thing is document. Start tracking everything. Every email, every meeting, every change in your role. If a project is reassigned, note when and why. If expectations suddenly shift, write down exactly what was said and by whom. Keep a record of every conversation. Who you spoke to, when the discussion happened, what was said, especially any concrete answers or lack of them. If things escalate, this documentation becomes your safety net. It's not just about remembering details. It's about having proof if you need to push back. The second step I also mentioned is find an ally. You don't have to go through this alone. Find a mentor, a senior leader, or someone outside your direct team who can give you an honest perspective. They can help you understand if you are reading too much into a situation or if something is really off. They can help you with strategies you can use to protect yourself. And they can help you decide whether this is a temporary issue or a sign it's time to move on and make another plan. Having an ally also makes it harder for leadership to isolate you. The more people who see what's happening, the less they can quietly push you out. And step 3, have the tough conversations. Don't shy out. Don't dance around it. Ask directly, is something changing about my role? If they hesitate, dodge the question or give vague response, press further. I've noticed my responsibilities shifting. Can you clarify what's expected of me now? Or how does my role fit into the bigger picture moving forward? Or you can ask, are there concerns about my performance? What should I be aware of? How they respond will tell you everything. The thing of the matter is that your career is yours. No one gets to quietly push you out of it. And if you want to make sure you're future-proofed, so you never feel this powerless again, join my community. It is a business community for professionals who want to find new career paths, build multiple income streams, create a powerful personal brand, and stay ahead in a changing world. So you never have to rely on a company's decisions for your future. The link is in the description. Thanks for watching and see you in the next episode.